Let it remind us of our collective commitment of knowledge, harmony and progress. With respect, let's honor our esteemed guests who have been pillars of support, sources of knowledge and inspiration for all of us. We deeply appreciate their presence, marking our stage. Our honorable respected principal, Dr. Jhope sir, to felicitate honorable respected expert for today, Dr. Sonkar sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please have a seat. With the spiritual start, I would like to call upon stage Dr. Jhope sir to felicitate the chairman of Maharia Charitable Trust, Mr. Divakaran sir. Thank you. Please have a round of applause for all our dignitaries. With this luminous start, I would like to call upon stage Mrs. Khadal ma'am to share her gratitude. Ma'am, please come forward.
Welcome all and firstly very good morning to one and all. Here we all gather together for 1 week faculty development program on fundamentals of cloud computing and emerging trends with cloud technology. I would like to express my gratitude for the incredible presence of all respected guests. I thank all the dignitaries organized such a knowledgeable program. And thank you all attendees present here. Here I declare inauguration program is over. I request to Ms. Pratiksha ma'am to continue the program. Thank you.
Sir, please come forward to share your few words.
Good morning to you all. At the outset, our apologies. We are starting a little bit, not much more late, not little bit. We apologize for the same. It should have been started in time. Today's resource person for Dr. S.K.Sonkar, HOD, Amrut College of Engineering. Our trustees, Chairman Divakaran sir, Treasurer Patel sir, Trustee Sachin Chavan sir, Vice Principal Balarambu sir, faculties from the other engineering colleges, faculty from this college, students from this college. I heartily welcome you all to this 7-day knowledge energy faculty development program on the very recent and important topic of the cloud computing. This type of program we are organizing first time, and we are fortunate enough that AICTE has considered this institution being at a remote place. This being conducted by us, and AICTE has sponsored this program and allowed us to conduct this program. We are thankful to AICTE for considering this program, for considering us also. I welcome you all to our institution, those who are from the outside, and hope that you will enrich yourself because we have got almost all good faculties. If there are the lacunas, please consider. We will try to improve upon the next time, and we will try to give maximum. And I will wish you all a very knowledgeable week for this coming 7 days. Yet enrich yourself in the very latest topic which will make your career. For students also, cloud computing is the best one required nowadays. And you will achieve these skills, and these skills will lead you to the career or the job prospectus. And for the teacher, you will enrich yourself, and you can pass on this knowledge and helping us in this endeavor. Wishing you all very knowledgeable week. Come out with the flying colors. Learn beautifully. Get acquainted yourself. Get skilled yourself. Have a wonderful weekend and weekdays ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request from desk Dr. Sonkar sir to share some knowledgeable words.
Good afternoon, one and all. First of all, dignitaries on the dais, Chairman of this institute, Mr. Divakaran sir, Treasurer of this institute, Kishore Patel sir, the Trustee of this institute, Chavan sir, Vice Principal of this institute, Balan sir, and my dear friends. First of all, I would like to thank all the organizing committee members to invite me as a resource person for this wonderful 1 week faculty development program on the fundamentals of cloud computing and the emerging trends within cloud computing. Let me tell you one particularly clear thing, sir. I think that was nearby approximately 1 month or 1.5 months before, Qatar ma'am called me and she discussed with me that we are filling a proposal of ATAL FDP, and we are having that on the topic is nothing but the cloud computing. As I had done my PhD on the cloud computing and my research area is in the cloud computing, so that I think that when she called me, okay. So I had told her to me that when we need this particular topics, okay, you can put this particular content so that a proposal can be possible to sanction. And it is really means that the appreciable that for this organization, this AICTE ATAL with the FDP is a sanction for the your institutes. And let me tell you one thing, sir. We have also feel that the 5 proposals from our institute, but not a single with the proposal as a sanction for this year. And your institute has this particular organization for all these particular institutes. Okay. Rather than this one, rightly with that one, the Dr. Professor has told that one. Cloud, obviously cloud computing technology nowadays is the emerging one because of what approximately 94% across the globe means that when the whatever the organizations institutes are having that one, they have migrated their the whole complete data from their the organization towards cloud platform. Why? Because of everyone needs their information, okay, at any time, at anywhere. So cloud is a solution for that particular purpose, okay. And the mainly is that when the cloud service providers are nothing but the Amazon Web Services who are providing that one the near about 35% of he consumes that one the near about 35% of clients across the globe. After that one the Microsoft Azure platform is also near about 25%. They are having that one the customers across the globe, and then after that one the Google is also near about 15% of service consumers across the globe. Okay, so approximately 75% are these are the consumers they are consumed by these popular cloud service provider, and then the IBM and etc of the local cloud service provider they are consumed that this nearby places or their nearby places. Okay, cloud is also not only is that one the storing that one data of our institute or of an organization towards that one the cloud service provider, but rather than that one nowadays means that one the any kind of technology, it might be means considering that one the your blockchain or it might be artificial intelligence, machine learning, whatever may be it one, okay. Just you means that when the client it need to require to put it need to require to say that when we need such kind of service, okay, along with a blockchain. So just you need to require to give the data, whatever the algorithms it need required from machine learning or might be artificial intelligence, might be a blockchain. So all that it will be provided from a cloud service provider, and what you can do that when you need to require to pay only as per that the service you have used. So that with the cloud nowadays means that when it is an emerging technology as part of as considering with that when the services we need, okay, from that particularly the industry, also as considering with what you can get on the faculty need to require to enhance their knowledge, okay, we need such kind of an FDP. Also the students those who need to require to work in the cloud industry, so for that particular purpose also this FDP is very essential. Once again, I would like to congratulate the whole organizing team for organizing such wonderful event. And thank you once again for calling to me as a resource person. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your knowledgeable words. Now I would like to call the Honorable Respected Chairman of Maharia Charitable Trust, Mr. V.R. Divakaran, sir, to deliver a speech. Sir, please come forward.
Good morning, all colleagues, friends, and my principal, Sanjay sir. Rather, he is a friend of mine, and Kishore sir, our other member, Mr. S.K.Sonkar. We don't need to say much about Mr. Sonkar sir. He is a man of well repute, and he is from our own community, our nearest college, Amritavali, and he is an expert in his field. So when coming to the FDP, it is absolutely honor for me to stand before you today as we embark the journey of knowledge, collaboration, and growth. I wish and I welcome all of you once again as a member of Maharia Charitable Trust, Sayajivali College of Engineering. In this journey, we are trying to understand what is the new development, what is going to be in the near future, how technological and what technological development is going to be, and how to learn it. That is a very important fact. And as all you are scientists, basically you all are scientists. And without you people, no development in the country can be taken place. Not at all. Even to pass, come out as a doctor, to come out as an engineer, to come out as a lawyer, everything your skill is required. In my days, my childhood I am talking about, it was only 2-3 things. That is, either you become an engineer, or a doctor, or an MBA. That's all, nothing. Now things have been changed. Now we have come from the bureaucrat age to the rocket age. I have come from that. I'm coming from that bureaucrat age to the rocket age. We have come through the computer, I'm not much aware, but you are all aware of the computer, what is computer, what is the importance. Without which, without a mobile, nobody can survive in this world. That is the development. So to develop it, to understand it, to teach it, you require faculty. And the faculty is having an enormous responsibility to shape the mind and future of a student. Our students are passing through these classrooms, and now we think that they are only passing learners. We cannot treat them as only passing learners. They are active participants. And the evolving scenario, the evolving landscape, their role is very important. And to develop them, the faculty development is also important. In other words, what we call it is a teacher's training. We are train the trainer. In technically, you all are saying that it is train the trainer. So we are glad to announce that we got this facility. I mean, in our area, as Sonkar sir said, we got this facility, we have been blessed with that. But the blessings what we got should be shared, it should be imparted. So that is what we are doing. And it is for the betterment of the society. And it is your duty to impart a good education system. And for that, you yourself should develop. And for developing, you yourself, you should have dedication. These engineers, you are doing the research. That is the main thing. And you have to learn a lot. We are having a good library. I don't know how many of you are using it. I always say that you have to use the library. That is the main ingredient to gain knowledge. You know that recently there was an incident all over the world. It is not noticed that pages are being spoiled. It is an invention. But what for it is used, and why it was used, and what compelled them to use, these are a question of debate. We are not debating it. We are saying that that is the technical development. It is absolutely a technical development. But thing is that how that technology is used. So whether it is used for destruction or production. Our duty is to use it for production. We have noticed that on 26/11, the aircraft has been used as a weapon. The twins are collapsed or destruction. So the main part is that no destruction, only development. That should be your aim. So to avoid all this destruction, all you have to teach to your students that it should be used only for productive aspect, not for destructive. For that, all my dear faculty members, I request you, all you have to keep our Bharat culture. That culture should be there. That should be developed from our house, from our home, our situations, our society, our college where we are learning, we are studying. These are the things where all the important thing is from the faculty they are getting. So keep it up. I request all you should bless your students with a point positive. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for inspiring us. Now I request Ms. Khata ma'am to express her gratitude.
Firstly, a very good afternoon to all, one and all. Here we are all gathered together for 1 week faculty development program on fundamentals of cloud computing and emerging trends with cloud technology. I like to express my gratitude for the incredible presence of the all respected guest and Dr. S.K.Sonkar sir, who is HOD of the computer department of RAJURI. Thank you so much for your valuable guidance, and all the dignitaries organize such a knowledgeable program. Thank you all the attendees present here. Here I declare inauguration program is over. I request Ms. Pratiksha ma'am to continue the program, and thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now the event open and proceed with our planned schedule. As speaker for today, now I request Mr. Bhagwat sir.
It is my pleasure to welcome you all to today's session. We are privileged to have Dr. S.K.Sonkar, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Computer Engineering, Amrut College of Engineering, Sangamner, joining us to share their insights on introduction to cloud computing. With a PhD in computer engineering and over 20 years of experience in academia and research, Dr. S.K.Sonkar has made significant contributions to cloud computing, parallel and distributed computing, network security. He has published nearly 25 publications in prestigious journals and has been recognized with Research Excellence Award 2020 from Institute of Scholars, Bangalore, solidifying his reputation as a thought leader in the field. Sir, has been a live membership of various professional bodies such as Computer Society of India, CSI, Indian Society for Technical Education, IST, Institute of Engineers, IEI, International Association of Engineers, Institute of Research, Engineers and Doctors. Today's lecture will delve into strategic endeavor enables organizations to leverage the cloud's potential. This topic is especially timely as involves the seamless transition of digital assets, applications and data to cloud environments to unlock scalability, flexibility and cost efficiency, making Dr. Srinivas's insights invaluable. We encourage everyone to participate actively during the question and answer session after the lecture. This is a wonderful opportunity to gain deeper understanding and clarification on the concepts presented. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. S.K.Sonkar sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our today's expert, Dr. S.K.Sonkar, sir. Please start further proceedings.
So very good afternoon to one and all. माईक लागेल का? लास्ट रो माझा आवाज येतोय का? माईकची गरज आहे का? असेल तर सांगा मला. ओके ठीक आहे. फाईन. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल once again thank you Khatal man and the entire for calling me for this particularly the session as a resource person. So my dear friends, actually today I am going to conduct the two session, okay, but organizers have already instructed to me that when you need to require to conduct the first session only by 1 hour only, okay, so no issue. And later on in next session, actually first session we are focusing on the fundamentals of cloud computing. Maybe you are all aware about considering this particularly the basic concept of cloud computing. So that only the things we are discussing in the first session, okay. And in afternoon session we are going to demonstrate the regarding with respect to Amazon Web Services, AWS, okay. So I will demonstrate that when in second half or in the second session with how we need to require to create that when the EC2 instance or the virtual machines on AWS platform, okay. After that when another thing is nothing, first of all we are starting with how we need to require to create the account on the AWS. Then we are going to be creating that one the virtual instance or the virtual machine, or you can be say that one EC2 instance or on AWS platform. Then the next thing is nothing but we are going to a second part of a service, cloud service model is nothing but the platform as a service. So we need to require to install some kind of tools that it need to required for deploy any particular application. So that second thing is there will be another thing is nothing but we are creating the application over that particular platform, or either we are deploying that particular application. So we will be create that first of all application over in a cloud platform itself, and then we are going to deploy that particular application over that one the virtual machine, okay. And then we will access that application on a locally means that one it means what over in a cloud platform itself, and then finally we will access that particular application other than that particularly the cloud platform means that one on your mobile or on our any particular the public network, okay, whatever maybe we have deployed that particular application over that on a cloud platform. Rather than that one, we will be see the some other kind of the time permit, then we will be see the another kind of services of an AWS regarding the storage, you can be that on the S3 service. So that will be see, okay. So that demonstration part that particularly the practical part will be discussed on the second session, and the first session it is nothing but simply the basic concept of cloud computing. So here the the participants are from a different institute, might be they are having that on the knowledge regarding that in a cloud computing, okay. But still, as a part of that our you can say that on the FDP. So the first thing is nothing but the fundamentals of the cloud computing that we need to require to discuss, okay. So what will be the content they have put in this particular brochure that we need to require to first of all complete, okay, as a part of this particular FDP. So starting with the first thing is nothing but the what is meant by the cloud, okay. So what can we think that when the cloud means what, okay, or the cloud computing is nothing but what? Anybody can means possible that one the already it means the anybody particularly is having the knowledge regarding that one. In a simple words, what we can be that one nowadays everyone you are having that one the smartphone with you, okay, and obviously the with respect to the smartphone you are having the internet connection with you, and you are accessing the any kind of an application over an internet. It means what you are using that one the cloud computing technology. With the any services that you are accessing over an internet, you can be say that one the it is said to be a cloud computing, okay. So the first thing is nothing but this is the content that I would like to discuss with you as a part of your FDP, that the content is put in an FDP browser, okay. So the thing is what, so the starting with this particular means the any particular services that you are accessing over an internet that you can be considering the cloud computing technology. Now means how this can be possible, okay. So the what we can be say that on the basic concept is nothing but what cloud service provider, it consisting of data centers. So what is the data centers are really? So data centers are nothing but holding that on the large resource configuration of physical machines. What you are having the laptop, servers, etc., kind of nothing. Same things, but what we are having that on the 1 TB storage, might be with your laptops or your machines. So what in a data center it consisting of very in a terabyte or in a petabytes of storage are there will be, okay. So the your memory, whatever we are having that one, the someone is having that one in your computer system 8 GB of RAM, etc. But what you can use that one they might be having that one in a gigabytes and what you can be that in a petabytes of memory, okay. So all that particularly the things are will be like bandwidth is also what may be the computational resources it required to mean the execute any kind of an application. So all that it consisting of with respect to that data centers, okay. Along with what only the means the whether the physical resources it is sufficient to run any kind of an application, not. We are required other than the hardware we required a system software also, okay. Means the if it is in a Java program is there will be obviously any kind of an Eclipse environment we need to require to have in order to run that particular program. If you want to run any kind of a web application, obviously we need a browser at least, and the whatever be the web servers we need to require to have. So all that kind of tools or you can use that on the system software along with a hardware that it consisting of data centers. With the services which are provided from data centers, you can say that on the what you can be that on the it is nothing but the part of a cloud computing, okay. So the obviously what you can be say that on the you can see the this is one particular example. Data center is look like such kind of things is there. So you can be possible to visit nearby any kind of a data center. In Nasik we are having that one the years particular data center. We have visited that one. If you are having that an opportunity, you can visit any other kind of the data centers. Okay. So the any organizations why we need a cloud computing, another part is there. Okay. Why we need a cloud computing? So Madhvena, in my introductory speech I had told to you any particularly organization, okay, any particularly, not only considering this particular educational institute, any particularly organization, they need their information or they need their data it need to require to access at any time, at anywhere, at any places, okay. It means 24/7 it needs their particular services. Now let us considering that one, if you store your data, let us consider in this particular office only, and you need that particular data, let us consider at a time of 11 PM at a night, considering that one. Now the college is closed or this particular institution is closed. How you can be possible to access that particular data? Not possible. Even though let us consider that one, you are at one particular away from a place and you need some kind of your college details or any kind of details from a college. Okay. So how many of an intake or how many of a student is presented for any particular department. So that data is available in a software. Okay. Might be any particular application. But what you can be say that when if you want to make the access locally, then you need to require to visit into this particular server room or this particular room. You need to require to access this particular system. Then and then only it can be possible. But the cloud is what? So it means what you need to require to just give your data to a cloud service providers. Okay. Now it is a responsibility of a cloud service provider to whatever maybe it needs to execute or to run that particular application or to run that particular data. So the whatever maybe the system software it requires or whatever maybe the another platforms it required. So all that it will be a services, it will be provided from a cloud service provider, that one. And what you can be say that one, you can access that particular your data or your information at any time, at any place, or you can be that one anywhere. Okay, 24/7. Now you are saying that when now somebody is saying that one, if you are giving our data to someone else, obviously the cloud is nothing but the third party. So it is nothing but the how, whether it is on a data is on a secure. Obviously the question is gonna arise is that one. So whether the data is on a confidential data, whether it is on a secure one, or any other kind of whether the data breach can be possible, such kind of issue you can be in a mind. Otherwise, how much of a cost we need to require to pay, etc., kind of things. So the cloud is providing one kind of feature is nothing but the pay as you go manner. It means whatever may be the at the time of the whatever may be the resources you are used. Let us consider your application is there will be one of the your admission processes there will be. You need to require to run that an admission application. Let us consider 1 or the 2 months only. Okay. So for that one, whether you need to require to buy or the purchase 2 lakh rupees of servers and the system software of you need to require to pay for a licensing cost, etc. Man you need to require to operate on the etc. All that kind of you need an infrastructure, etc. kind of thing. Instead of that one, you need to require to just provide one particular code to a cloud service provider. Okay. So you need to require to access that particular application only for 2 months. Okay. So the whatever may be the what you can miss that one, the amount of hours you have used that one, and whatever may be the resources you have used for to run that application. Might be the storage, might be the what you can be that one, the memory, bandwidth, whatever may be it one. So the cloud service provider, it will be the charge only for that one. If you access only for an hour, it need to require to pay only for that one. It means what let us consider the $0.10. It might be let us consider you are need to require to pay only ₹10 for 1 day, for 2 day, whatever maybe it one like that one. So purchasing of separately what you can be that one, the equipments of 2 lakh rupees or the whatever maybe it one, purchasing the software licensing cost, hiring that one, the manpower, building an infrastructure, etc. So all that things, let us consider might be required 20 lakhs or the 25 lakhs, and you are neither going to alternative of that one, the cloud service provider, in which you are giving the only the code of that application. Okay, and it is a responsibility of now the cloud service provider to run that application smoothly, and you need to require to pay only for 2 months. It might be let us consider 200 to up to 1,000 rupees. So whether you are going for a cloud service or whether you need to require to go for a local, what is your choice? Obviously anyone can is possible to go for a cloud service. Okay. So like that when whenever any particular the business or any company, it need to require to start. Okay. So obviously they need to require to buy the huge amount of computers, huge amount of software licenses, huge amount of electricity bills and other manpowers and etc. Okay. Instead of that, what particularly the startups are what they are doing that one, or any companies are there what they are doing that one, instead of purchasing all these particularly the hardware and the software licensing or the electricity backup infrastructures. So the what they are doing that one, reducing that one, just instead of that one, they are working the somewhere within 2 or the 5 or the 10 computers. Okay, they are what the backups or that all that with the applications they are accessed over and from a cloud service provider sites. The data is saved over and a cloud service provider sites. Okay, and what you can with that one, you can access from at any time, at any place, at anywhere. Okay, 24/7. So it will be reducing that one, the whatever will be the IT infrastructure cost it required, it will be reducing that one, all kind of things. So that's why the cloud is nowadays with that one the emerging technology. Okay. So the first thing matter you understand that one why this particular cloud is necessary. Okay. Now another thing is nothing but this cloud two part is there, two essential concepts. First is nothing but the abstraction, another is nothing but the virtualization. Okay. We are accessing the Gmail application, we are accessing that one, the web application, any particularly you can miss that one. Whether anybody can is possible to tell me if the Gmail is where particularly that application is deployed, or where particularly in which particular server is run, or any particular Facebook application, anybody can be possible to know? No. Okay, no one. So what you can be say that one, it is not on our consideration that one. Means the just we are accessing that particular application. Now it is the role of a cloud service provider that when the application is running the somewhere into that particular cloud data centers. Okay. Now what we are looking that when we are looking that when just like that when we are accessing that when that application on our physical machine itself. Okay. Whatever we are doing that when the operations on that any applications, we are feeling that when we are doing that all particularly in our system itself. So that is an abstraction you can be say that feeling that when we are accessing on the physical machine. Another thing is nothing but the virtualization. Virtualization is nothing but what? Why that particularly the cloud companies are get benefited by doing or by offering such kind of services. So the virtualization is nothing but what? As already I had discussed with you. So the data centers, there will be an n number of physical machines with consisting of a large resource configuration. So on every particular the machines, the virtual machines are the running. What do you mean by the virtual machines? The same things can be possible to do. Means the same things can be the computing. It can be possible to do what you are doing on the physical machines. Okay, what you are doing on the physical machines. So on a single physical machines in a data center, there might be 100 of virtual machines can be possible to run. 100 of physical machines can 100 of virtual machines run on a single virtual machines. Depends upon the resource configuration. Okay, so might be the 100 of virtual machines running that person. So that particularly the things is there. Means the one physical machines is running that one the 100 of virtual machines. And the later on we will discuss that on the tenancy concept or the multi-tenancy concept. Okay, but that is a virtualization is there. Okay, so what we can be say that one so the whatever may be the resources is required to execute the any particular application. So that can be provided in the form of a virtual machine or the with respect to the virtualization technology. So what it will be the base thing is nothing but the physical machines. Okay. Then the above of that particular virtual machine, okay, our application of our request it will be mean the reach from any particular place to up to a cloud data centers. Okay, so the wherever means that one the what we can miss that one the resource availability is there. That request is a map to another particular it will be a check. Okay, and it will be a map to another particular physical machine to a virtual machines. On that particular virtual machine, that request is executed, and the result it will be passes from that particular virtual machine to a physical machine to up to our physical machine or in our system. So such kind of a thing is there. So in between them, the physical machine and the virtual machine in a cloud data center, there will be a concept called as a hypervisor or the virtual machine monitor. Okay, which will be mean the sending that particular the request and the reply, getting a reply. On which, as already I had told you, means that when the one particular physical machine is running the 100 of a virtual machine. So on which particular virtual machine it need to require to map that particular request. Okay, so that's why the role of that and a hypervisor is essential. Okay, so that the thing is the hypervisor will decide that when the privilege instruction or the privilege request and the what are the non-privileged request are there. According to that, when the instructions are executed or the requests are the executed. Okay. Now other thing is what? So as you can see that one the Flipkart house biggest ever sale website crash. Okay. So now I think that in this particular month also the Amazon and this Flipkart is going to host this mega sale is there. Okay. So whenever means that as this particularly is what you can get this is an example that one. So obviously whenever the sale is there, the huge crowd it will mean that there will be on that particular web application or on that particular web. Okay, and but what we can is that one the whatever may be the resources it will be required to execute for an n number of a request. Okay, so that it will be not sufficient. Okay, as an Flipkart is hiring might be let us consider that one for example 100 GB of a storage, there will be might be 100 GB of a RAM and etc. Okay, that might be having that one in their agreement. Okay, but as a sale is there will be okay. Normally they are thinking that when we are having that in so many clients or on one day might be considering that when the 10,000 of users might be visiting to our site and they are accessing our website. So in order to me that to fulfill their response or to fulfill their reply might be require 100 GB of a memory or 100 GB of a storage whatever may be expired. Okay, but as soon as sale is there at some particular period. Okay, so the might be 10,000 of people who are daily visiting for that particular web application or that particular website. Okay, but as soon as sale is going on, so what you can miss that one the considering that one the 1 lakh or the 1 5 lakhs of visitors or the clients are visiting to that particular web application. So in order to fulfill that particularly the kind of things, okay, the resources whatever may be required to execute that particular request, okay, so that resources is insufficient or the insufficient. So that's why what you can do that on this Flipkart website is crashes. Even though those who are with the all are nothing but the adult, but you are with the recently one particular the scenario is happen. What happened? So Bajaj Housing Finance IPO is there will be release in a market. It is another share market was there. Okay, good. So what happened is there will the UPI server itself is in a crash. Means that much of the request means the reach to a UPI server. Okay. Means that number of the client make a request to make the payments and etc etc. So the UPI server whatever the capacity is there will be, that also means that what you can be that not sufficient, due to that the UPI server is a crash, and later on means obviously ultimately means they have gotten a solution and then it will be working. So that's why I am giving an example that so if you need means that the on demand means the resources, okay, so that can be provided from a cloud service provider. Otherwise these things cannot happen. Obviously the Flipkart is having their own servers etc etc. So that's why these things cannot happen. Same things with when we are having in 2011 the World Cup. So the ticketing online ticketing booking systems. Okay. So the obviously in India that if it is a matches or the Indian matches are there will be, then the huge number of the clients are booking the request. So ultimately what happens is there will be that online booking system is a crisis. The same thing with an online CAT examination conducted by IIM in 2009. So what happened is there will be once again that site is crashes. Okay. So what is the alternative solution that one if it is such kind of things are happen? So what you can be say that one you need to require to put your application over a cloud service provider. Now what the cloud service provider is doing that one. Okay. So the first thing is what? It's nothing but what? It is easily upgraded or it is easily made the on demand made the resources it is provided that one. Even though let us say the agreement is with respect to 100 GB of storage, 100 GB of RAM. But as soon as what you can see that when the demand is increases, crowd is increases. So ultimately they are providing that when the provision that when so what you can be say that when the provision of that storage, provision of that memory, provision of a CPU, whatever may be it one, whatever may be the request, sorry the resource for a request it need to require to execute. Okay, the resources which will be required. So that kind of the on-demand services or the on-demand means the resources it will be provided by a cloud service provider side. Okay, first thing. Okay, so it means what let us consider that one. So at sale is started from 1 PM to 3 PM. Okay, so normally it required 10 GB of sorry the 100 GB of memory is required, or the 100 GB of storage is required. But what you can the sale is in between the 1 PM to 3 PM. So what you can be that one at that time it will be increases the client request. So it ultimately means that it automatically provision that the resources what may be required. Maybe from 100 GB to 150 GB or 200 GB or the 300 GB. What may be it one. Okay. So whatever the agreement is there will be no issue. Okay. So what that one ultimately at the end of that particular month in a billing system. So for that particular 2 hour that when what you can the Flipkart is let us consider the client is will be. So for that one they are making a billing that one for that particular amount of resources extra that you are used. So they are giving the billing for that only. Okay. जर त्या 2 तासासाठी समजा 100 GB ऑफ मेमरी ते 500 GB ची मेमरी लागलेली आहे किंवा 500 GB चा स्टोरेज लागलेला आहे, तर बिलिंग इज इट विल बी द ऑकर फॉर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर 2 आवर्स ओनली. अदरवाइज ते नॉर्मली तुमचं जे आहे प्लॅन तेवढ्या प्लॅनचं ते तुम्हाला बिलिंग येणार आणि अदरवाइज व्हॉट जे काही ॲडिशनल तुम्ही रिसोर्सेस यूज केले तर त्यासाठी तेवढे बिल तुम्हाला होणार. अँड अल्टिमेटली मी दॅट वन आफ्टर 3 PM ॲज मी द सेल इज ओव्हर अँड वन्स अगेन इट रिक्वायर टू डिप्रोविजन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर रिसोर्सेस. So that's why it automatically provision that particular resources and it automatically deprovision that particular resources, and it will be a charge only that amount of resources you have used that particular service. Okay, so then the advantages just means I have discussed with you with respect to cost efficiency. Security is one particular parameter. Actually, cloud security is another part I had made here. Okay, but the security is what? So like means what any particular data that we are provided. So that obviously they are using their own security algorithms. They are applying that one. So that means only the legal user can be possible to access that particular data, okay, or the information that are provided from any particular organization, okay. So only the legal users can be possible to access that one. So the whatever may be the advanced encryption standards or the SHA algorithms, so all that particular algorithms they are applying that one, okay, as per their requirement. So that's why even though what you can be that one somewhere backup and the recovery is there another point of thing. Okay. Now one particular thing is there. Let us considering that one. You have provided your or the any company or the any organization they have provided that particular data. What you can miss that one to any cloud service provider. Now that cloud service provider, let us consider the cloud service provider is nothing but the, for example, ESDS cloud data center is there, which is in a Nashik. So they are having another their data centers in Mumbai, in Bangalore, or in US. Okay. So wherever you are storing your data or whatever you are accessing that particular service. So the whatever your data you are storing. So automatically they are taking the backup time to time, regularly in a cycle. Okay. So considering that one, the natural disaster is an occur. For example, natural disaster is an occur or any disaster is an occur. Okay. So might be your organization here it will be any particular organization in that one the some kind of a disaster is occur due to any kind of a reason. Okay. So might be a crash, all kind of things are the crash. Okay. But as you are store your data over a cloud service provider, they are having their your data is in the same. You can access that particular data at any time now. Now let us assume that when that particular data center is an occur also any kind of disaster. So, but they are having their alternative data centers which are in Mumbai, which are in Bangalore, which are in US. Okay. So they are also taking their backup from one data center to another data center. Okay. So that much of a backup and the security is provided from a cloud service provider side. Okay. So आपण आपली गॅरंटी देऊ शकत नाही इथं, पण ते आपल्या डेटाची गॅरंटी देऊ शकतात. आलो का लक्षात? So that much of a security we can have that. Then the environment friendly ingredients possible to access security, more flexible Ethernet storage. Just I have told you the example they often get Flipkart. As demand increases, automatically they provide provision that when the any kind of resources what it will be required. Storage, okay. So automatically provision that particular resources. Your work is over, automatically deprovision that particular resources. Okay. So that when the cross-provision software integration already means that when you need to require to provide just only the code. What for that particular application. So whatever the system software is required or the platform is required, they are providing from their side. Okay. So that the software integration, environment friendly already we have discussed, cost proficient already we have discussed, security, flexible, storage, rapid development, streamline workflow, backup and the recovery already we have discussed, backup and control. As per that one the another thing is nothing but the resource, this particular the characteristics, okay. Later on tell me whenever we need to require to stop from your side you can tell me. जेव्हा कधी आपल्याला स्टॉप करायचं त्यावेळेस सांगा. So the characteristics of a cloud computing is nothing but the resource pooling. Now one thing that I had already discussed with you is that when the as data centers or that in a cloud service provider, it consisting of a huge amount of resource configuration. Now let us consider one particularly the physical machine. If it is not having that one in terabyte or in petabyte of a storage. Okay. Now I am the customer X. I need only 100 GB of a storage from a cloud service provider. So whether they are means that dedicatedly giving that one particularly the server to me. So what? No. So what they are doing that one, they are giving us just only the space. What you can multi-tenancy concept. It means what? One particularly the equipment or the one particular resources can be split into multiple parts, and the n number of a customer can be possible to use that particular the resource. Okay. It means what? If it is 1 petabyte is equal to how much of a तुम्ही पहा किती किंवा टेराबाइट म्हणजे किती जीबी काय आहे सगळ्या गोष्टी. So if it is I am required 100 GB, that much of a slice I am getting. Okay. If it is a customer Y is there, then the another slice is getting by that particular customer. Another customer is getting another slice like that. So the what you can do that one like that one. So it means what multiple services it will be provided by by that particular resources or from that particular cloud service provider to multiple clients from multiple clients. Okay. Not it having that one the as per the resource availability from a cloud service provider sites. Okay, so that it will be provided to n number of clients. Okay, so that's why no one can possibly tell that when my application is running on that particular machine only. As per the resource availability, they are migrating from one particular machine to another machine. So that is the resource pooling is the way that service is provided to multiple clients or the multiple customers. So that is we can do that on the resource pooling. On demand self-service, just we are discussing that on the Flipkart example. If it is 100 GB of storage is there in agreement, might be considering that one. But later on at the sale is going begin. So at that time it will be required from 100 GB to 500 GB. Okay. So at that time it is not required to make a request call or the phone call or required to write in a mail or the whatever sending the request like that. It doesn't need to require to make any kind of things. It will ultimately automatically it will provision that particular resources. So that it will be called as an on-demand self-service. Okay. Then the easy maintenance is the way if it is any kind of the resources getting a fault. Okay. So alternatively they are migrating their your application or the code from one particular machine to another machine in a data center. Okay. Scalability and the rapid elasticity. So as soon as whatever the resources is required, you can be expand according to your requirement. Of the crowd is increases, automatically the resource scalability is increases. Your crowd is decreases, or it means your request is decreases. So automatically that particular deprovisioning is possible to done. Economically, why? Because of what? It is having that one the concept pay as you go manner. Okay, with what amount of time you are using that particular resources, you need to require to pay only for that time or only for that only. Okay. Otherwise बऱ्याच ठिकाणी काय असते आपण जेव्हा आपण विजिट करतो बऱ्याच शॉपला किंवा बऱ्याच ठिकाणी तुम्हाला कमीत कमी एवढं घ्यावं लागेल. तुम्ही एवढं घ्या, ओके 100 ग्राम घ्या किंवा 1000 ग्राम घ्या, तुम्हाला पे एवढंच करावं लागेल. किंवा एखादी सर्व्हिस आहे तुम्ही एक दिवस यूज करा किंवा महिनाभर यूज करा तर तुम्हाला एवढं पे करावंच लागते. तर अशा गोष्टी काही असतात, पण नॉट फॉर लाईक क्लाउड सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हायडर साईट. ओके, लाईक आता तुम्ही इंटरनेटचा रिचार्ज मारता किंवा हे आहे मंथली रिचार्ज मारायचं म्हटलं तर किती 2 GB चा प्लॅन आहे, किती मारावं लागेल रिचार्ज? पेमेंट 300 रुपये मिनिमम. ओके, सो लाईक दॅट वे. पण अदरवाईज मग तुमचा 15 दिवसाचा 8 दिवसाचा जसा प्लॅन आहे त्यानुसार. After that, when the security already we have discussed, automation part is there will you can be considering that the auto provision or auto deprovision. Resilience and availability is that also we have discussed with the 24/7 you can access your service. There will be no issue with that when you can be accessed at this particular time or you can be accessed at this particular time. Now let us consider for our institute or any institute. There will be 9 to 5 user only. So you can be enter or you whatever be the services you need from any educational institute. You can be required to reach at 9 AM and your work can be possible to do within up to 5 PM. After that one whether it will be possible. But here what the same things for any government or any organization the things is only. But if your data is over on a cloud service provider side or over on a cloud, then you can be used that particularly at any time, no issue. Large network access is only, okay. So there will be no restriction that when you are with any organization if it is access using that cloud service, there will be no restriction that when you can be with the 100 of a client you can be possible to access or the 100 of an end user can be possible to access this particular service or the 50 only, not like that one. N number of an end user can be possible to access. Okay. The cost is early. Once again, many of the things we have already discussed. Cost efficiency. Here the 7-step mode of migration into a cloud. Just I would like to within 1 minute I would like to just elaborate this one. Actually, many of the organizations they are having their data on their local servers or on the local machines. Okay, obviously. Or any particular application on their local server or the local machines. Okay. So, but what you can be that when as per our requirement, what you can be is that when we need to require to use or the same application can be possible or the same data can be need to require to use or access by an n number of end users. Okay. So ultimately, what you can be that when if it is this one machine either be and 100 of an users it need to require to use this particular machine. Whether the simultaneously it can be possible. but the what may be the data or what may be the application, if it is gonna be deployed over in a cloud, okay, then you can, and if you are having the internet connection, then the 100, not only the 100, n number of an user can be access that application at any time or the any place. This can be possible. So how we need to require to migrate our organization data to from our local organization to cloud platform. So what we need to require to make an assessment for that one? काय केलं पाहिजे? काय केलं पाहिजे? कुणाला सांगता येईल? फर्स्ट स्टेप काय असली पाहिजे? We need to require to migrate our data or our application or our any kind of service from our local machine or from a local system to over cloud service platform. Okay, or from over a cloud only. You can be say that. काय केलं पाहिजे? काय करणं गरजेचं आहे? First thing, cloud access. काय करावं लागेल? सर्व्हर विकतच घ्यावं लागेल. सर्व्हर काय करावं लागेल? काय म्हटलं? यस प्लीज. हां, AWS is one of the cloud service provider. Not we are having the restriction. We can use only AWS. Not like that one. AWS is one of the popular service provider. It's fine. Azure is also one of the cloud service provider. That is not issue. But how we need to require to assess that one? Okay, assessment. How we need to require to do the assessment? We need to require to migrate this particular data from our local organization to a cloud service provider side. काय करावं लागेल? तुम्हाला सांगता येईल? अकाउंट क्रिएट करणं पाहिजे. बरं, ठीक आहे. वन अनदर तुम्ही सांगू शकता मॅडम काय काहीतरी त्याच्यानंतर तुम्ही मॅडम काहीतरी विचार करू शकता का? हां, इकडं कोणाला सांगता येईल? सांगा. इथं काही आपल्याला शिक्षा थोडंच होणार आहे. इंटरॅक्टिव्ह सेशन झालं पाहिजे असं मला अँकरने सांगितलं होतं बरं का. येस, जे कोणी आन्सर सांगाल त्याला लास्ट वी नीड टू रिक्वायर टू इटरेटिवली वी नीड टू रिक्वायर टू migrate one module up to a cloud service provider side. Cloud technology trends are going just you can see that from 6 to 8 years or 3 to 6 years. Just I would like to tell you as in few years back we have been facing that on the pandemic situation due to another corona disease. Okay, and many of that means that one at that particular time. Okay, so what may be that when the organizations might be, let us consider that when they are using or they are not using, let us consider cloud service. Okay, so but at that particular period what many of that when the companies they are work from home, that particular facilities are introduced in that particular period. Okay, now that also means running that one. And what the use of an internet, what the use of the cloud is changes with the day by day in that particular period. Okay, but as Martin my introductory speech already I had told to you is the cloud is not only the part of the storing our data or that cloud service provider sites. Okay, so the what we can be that one the what kind of the platforms you need, what kind of the infrastructures you need, what kind of the other kind of intelligence algorithms you need. So that particularly it might be a blockchain, it might be a virtual reality kind of augmented reality kind of thing, machine learning kind of things, artificial intelligence kind of things, deep learning kind of things. All that that one you will be see later on in the second session. Means that when the once we have opened that particular account, so you can see that when the what kind of services is provided from a cloud service provider side. So that all that kind of things you can see in this particular scene. Somebody is saying that on the IoT. So that IoT platform is also we can be possible to use. We can be have that on the distributed system. We can be have that on the AR clouds. Okay, then the smart contracts as a part of this blockchains are there. Edge computing is there. Then the artificial intelligence are there. Many all that particularly parts are there. Quantum computing is there. So every kind of things can be possible to provide as a service from a cloud service provider side. Okay, from a cloud service provider side. Now this is the cloud service model is already. So the first thing is nothing but actually this is categorized into specifically or the basically you can be that one in three parts. Software as a service. Okay. Software as a service in a simple words I would like to tell you the any services that can be or the application that you can be accessed over any internet that you can be considered that one the software as a service. So it is given an example of my Gmails or the Office 365 or your Facebook application, your WhatsApp application, any social media application, any particular application that you are accessing over any internet is nothing but the software as a service. Okay. Without that application, it might be a web application, it might be a system software application or any other kind of an application. Okay. So that means you are using that with the services over on the internet is said to be a software as a service. The platform as a service is nothing but what? So the what you can with that one you are with the obviously that application it might be in HTML or it might be Java or it might be Python or it might be any particular programming language. So the client what it need to require to do it need to require to give the code to a cloud service provider. Okay. If you are having that one the restriction we need to run this particularly as in this particularly the tool only then also no problem. Otherwise what if it is in your Java code then they are ultimately using that in the whatever be the Eclipse or the any other kind of an environment they are it needs to require to run that. So the platform as a service is nothing but what? If you want to run that particular Java code or the Python code, whatever may be it one. So in order to run that one, you need that particular tool. First thing. Other thing is nothing but the operating system. So that kind of services it is provided from a cloud service provider in the as a part of a platform as a service. Okay, you doesn't need to require to provide any other kind of things. Whatever may be the tools or the whatever may be the operating systems or the whatever may be the other system software tools it needs, so that all are provided from a cloud service provider side as a part of a platform as a service. Okay, what you are doing that on you are providing only the code. The third part is nothing but the infrastructure as a service. Okay, so you with what these particular machines are going to be on which we need to require to do all that kind of on this particular machine we are installing the operating system, on that operating system we are installing that one any kind of tools. Okay, and in that tools or on that particular tools we are making the coding. So these things are happening. So we need that particular complex system. So that particular the storage, the memory, whatever may be the virtual machine. Okay. So the all bandwidth, all that kind of services provided in the part of an infrastructure as a service, in the part of an infrastructure as a service from a cloud service provider side. So it means what? Ultimately, you need to require to provide just only the data. You need to require to provide only the code. Okay, and what may be that one the tools, what may be that one the what you can be the operating systems, what may be that one the infrastructures. It means what on the memory, bandwidth, storage of the machine, all that are provided from a cloud service provider side. So this is about a cloud service model. So this is the things is the but the enterprise any particular IT company needs that one. This is about a cloud computing architecture. I had already discussed with you, but if you remember that one. Just only the first part is nothing but the client infrastructure. You can see that on our web browser through which we are accessing that on the application. So that things we can be considering that on the first part. Another is nothing but we need an internet. Okay, we need compulsory we need an requirement to use an internet. That's the middle part is really. Another thing is nothing but the from our cloud side. Okay, what you can be that on the we need at least 15 minutes or at least. So what we have at the back side or the back end side, so the storage, infrastructure, then the application will be required and what kind of a service, then the storage, all that infrastructure, that is a back end stage is there. So you can be considering the broad structure is there. Here the cloud computing architecture once again the hardware, what it will be required to run any application, CPU, memory, bandwidth, that is nothing but you can be considered. Then the infrastructure, the platform as a service, then the application you can see that was the software as a service. Okay. Now it means what are cloud service model. कोणते cloud service model आहे का? Software as a service first. Second, platform as a service. Okay. Third is nothing but the infrastructure as a service. Okay. So the software as a service you can be abbreviated as a SaaS. Platform as a service is you can be abbreviated as a PaaS, and the infrastructure as a service you can be abbreviated as a SaaS. Now the another major part is nothing but the cloud service is nothing but the cloud deployment model. Now what you can be say that when the in a market or in a society there are the different kind of an organization. Now our organization is nothing but the educational, but there will be a banking organization is there will be, some of the finance kind of an organizations are there will be, some kind of an you can be say that when the marketing related kind of an organizations are there will be, so the business related other kind of an, so many, and everyone are they are having their own requirement. Okay, so some of the application without we are using that one are nothing but called as a public application or the general application, you can say that one. The whatever we are accessing the Gmails and the Facebook and etc kind of things, that are nothing but the general. But what we can do that one, let us say that this particular organization, they want to deploy their application, okay, and need to access that particularly within this organization only. Okay, let us say the banking is there. Now State Bank of India is there. Whatever their application is there. Okay, so they want to access within their bank only. Okay, so the what you can do, accessing that service within that particular organization. So such kind of services is provided with the help of a private cloud. Okay, with the help of a private cloud. Understand? The restricted means the whatever the end user is there will be within that organization, they are able to access that particular service. Okay, within that organization is said to be called as a private cloud. Another is nothing but called as a public cloud. It is up to the end user, any general public. Just like we are saying that on the Gmails or the Facebook, WhatsApp or any other kind of an application. So that we can say that it is called as a. So if that service is going to reach up to the general public, it's called as a public cloud. The third is nothing but called as a hybrid cloud. Now some of the services it need to require to keep as a private, and the some of the services it can be possible to use by up to the general end users. So that you can do that on the hybrid cloud. Means the account part or the finance part it need to require to make kept as a secret. Means what only that when the accountant or that when the whatever be the chairman or the trustee, it can be possible to access that one. Okay, so that part it need to require to keep as a private, and the remaining part can be possible to access by any end user. So the whenever with such kind of services it need to require to use, so then the cloud service provider is provided as the hybrid cloud. The community cloud is nothing but another, you can use that with respect to a specific community, like an educational, with those who are interested only that, let us say the Java community is there, or some of the communities about a cricketer, or some of the communities with respect to following only for a Virat Kohli, some of the communities are following only for Ranbir Kapoor, some of that one the following that one, or the Bollywood community is there will be. Okay, so the like that when the community is there will be for a cricket, might be a Bollywood or might be any other kind of with a hockey case, like that one. So specific kind of things is there will be. So then you can list that on the educational sector is there will be. Then the equivalent called as such kind of services is provided that with the community cloud. Okay. So what are the different kind of the cloud deployment models are there will be? कोणते आता तुम्ही सांगा पब्लिक क्लाउड म्हणजे काय? कोणी पण the private cloud. ठीक आहे, कविताला दुसरं आता कम्युनिटी क्लाउड एनीवन
वेगवेगळे कम्युनिटी
कोणतरी एकदम स्पेसिफिक सांगा. आता एवढे चॉकलेट नाही सगळ्यांना वाटायला सगळे तरी असतात म्हणलं आता थोडे चॉकलेट नाही आणले. तिथं माझी गाडी तिथे थांबली होती फाउंटन हॉटेलला, जेवढे जमले तेवढे घेतले. हां सांगा कम्युनिटी क्लाउड या साईडने सांगता येईल कोणाला? आता एवढं सांगितलं आपण. कोणती कम्युनिटी?
ते बॉलिवूड कम्युनिटी आणि बॉलिवूड कम्युनिटी आणि क्रिकेट कम्युनिटी.
कम्युनिटी स्पेसिफिक विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू एनी related to a domain. Okay, it might be educational, it might be with entertainment, or it might be with finance, it might be sports related. So like kind of the things are there. आता हे केस स्टडी आहे, कसं म्हणजे आपल्याला टाइम लिमिट नाही त्यामुळे मी हे एक्सप्लेन करतो. IBM ची ॲक्च्युअली केस स्टडी आहे बरं का, त्यामध्ये एक मिनिटात फक्त डिस्कस करतो. Actually, IBM is also providing as a part of is one of the cloud service provider. But whatever maybe their clients are really, and obviously the client needs and resources. But ultimately they are also insufficient to provide that particularly the things. So they are higher that on the digital really that particular another part. आपण म्हणतो काय म्हणतो की TCS ची त्यांची एक सिस्टर कंपनी आहे, आम्ही तिथे वर्क करतो. ती कंपनीचं नाव लोकांना माहीत नसते. ओके, मग ते सांगतात की आम्ही TCS साठी वर्क करतोय, आम्ही TCS चे ॲप्लिकेशन बनवून देतोय. सो लाईक दॅट वन IBM इज ऑल्सो हॅव्हिंग दॅट वन दिस डिजिटल रेली. आता क्लाउड सिक्युरिटी आहे मॅडम किती टाइम 5 मिनिट फक्त एकच cloud security is another very much means the essential part is there because of what you can be say that on the might be you know that आता इथे मी फक्त एवढं डिस्कस केले की आता currently across the globe how much of a percentage of an with the organization with they are covered by different cloud service provider like AWS is having that with the Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud almost with the 71 to 75%. Okay, with the AWS is having that with the near about 35% of an organization they are covered with the across the globe. म्हणजे विचार करा की त्यांच्याकडे किती क्लायंट असतील. 35%. Okay, across the globe. Like that with the after that with the Microsoft Azure and Google and then the IBM etc is there. Okay, so the almost 94% companies, organizations across the globe, they are migrated their data or they are using the cloud services. Okay, from a different cloud service provider. But if suppose that one if you are believing on that one, means obviously we are giving our data, we are accessing the services, etc., all that kind of things. Okay, then we need to require to believe on that one. Okay, so but how we can be say that when the security is provided from the cloud side. Because of there are the many of the attacks can be possible as we might if you don't know that the network security attacks, DDoS attacks, and what happens is the denial of service attack is nothing but the attacker is what it will be doing that on the spreading that on the millions of the billions of packets over that particular network, so that legal user is not possible to complete their transaction within a specified time. Okay, such kind of attacks happen. The data breach is another thing is there. What the data breach, vendor locking. Data breach is nothing but what we can say that when the data is stolen by another illegal authorities or the illegal persons, we can miss that one. And this spectrum and another type of attacks are will be denial of service attack. So all these are can be possible to have. Okay, so how we need to require to provide the security for all these kind of things in the way. How we need to require to manage the risk. Okay, so the obviously we need to require to assess that particular risk. We need to require to prevent that particular risk. Okay, so just I would like to give just this particular things are there. Risk assessment analysis. What kind of issues can be possible to occur or can be possible to happen. There is already आपल्याला happen. आपण बऱ्याच ठिकाणी पाहतो लॅबमध्ये ना आपण हाय रेझोल्यूशन करतो. त्याच्यासाठी म्हणजे तिथं काहीतरी आग लागणं गरजेचंच आहे का? नाही. पण होऊ नये झालं तर आपल्याला त्याचं प्रिकॉशन घेतलं पाहिजे. त्यासाठी so that particular risk assessment is the risk evaluation, the risk treatment we need to require to do. Okay. Then this will be some challenging risk expectations or it can be that how we need to require to manage this particular cloud security we need to require to follow. Then the verification vendor management. आता अजून एक particular गोष्ट आहे की we are having one particular organization is providing the n number of services. Okay, and it does not require to do that when the only we need to require to with the deploy all that services into one particular vendor, one particular service provider. Why? Because of what they are now. Then what happen is that we are dependent only on a single person. Okay. आता जर आपण एक घर बांधायला दिले कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट कोणाला तरी म्हणजे आपण एका बिल्डरला दिले म्हणजे काय आपण काय करतो आपण टोटली त्याच्यावर डिपेंडंट आहे त्यानं जसं करेल तसंच. ओके, बट अदरवाइज इफ यू आर मीन्स व्हॉट यू आर डुईंग फ्रॉम some of the material you are purchasing from one particularly X person, some of the other material you are purchasing from the Y. So you can be ultimately have that one the choice whether you need to require to purchase from an X or Y or the Z, like that one. Okay. So such thing is the way. So that it will be, if you are neither dependent on the one, then you need to require to say that on the vendor lock-in. Okay. Either you are dependent only on that vendor only. Such things are there. Then the regulatory, cyber security kind of things, business community, continuity, digital integration, cloud integration. Specifically here is data security is also there. How we need to require to provide the security. Already I have told that the AES or the SSL algorithms, data encryption part, data backup आपल्याला देणं गरजेचं आहे, password protections, with the identity and access management, with the rules, with this particular person is responsible to access only this meta services, not other. So that identity and access management include Indian detection and prevention. So such kind of techniques we can apply to provide security. Okay. Confidentiality, integrity, availability, security testing it need to require to provide. So as per enough time, it need to require to conclude. Otherwise, it can be possible to have 1 more hour. But just my intention is that one, you just be aware about that one, what is means by the cloud computing. Okay. Why we need a cloud computing? Okay. What are the importance or what are the advantages of the cloud computing? So that is the what is the cloud? What are the different kind of cloud service model? What are the different kind of cloud deployment model? At least you should know that on this particular things from this particular session. Hope that one you have get some kind of things. If any question is there, you can ask related to this.
Thank you so much, sir.
Just before that one, how many you are having the credit card with you? Actually, afternoon session, we need to require to have a demonstration for an AWS. So we need to require to create that in the AWS account. So actually, we need to require to set the billing information. Only the 2 rupees they will deduct and they will be refunded also. But we need to require to set. For that one, we need a credit card. So how many you are having that one? Otherwise, from my side, I will be the demonstrate and you will need to require to watch. Otherwise, आपण जो दुपारचा सेशन इथे घेतलं तर चालेल किंवा लॅब मध्ये घेतलं तरी चालेल. डिपेंड्स.
थँक्यू सर.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving such an enriching experience. Due to time issue, article session will forward tomorrow. A hard copy of article summary is given in your kit. Kindly check your WhatsApp groups. And Pansari ma'am, please complete attendance sheet and feedback form. Thank you. Please come on time. Lastly, I invite everyone to afternoon session for refreshment where we can continue our program. Enjoy some spicy and delicious in reading hall.